Welcome back to another week of Honey from the Word. Today's devotion will be titled The Map to Successful Living. It comes from the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verses 20 through chapter 5, verse 2. My son, give attention to my words. Incline your ear to my sayings. Do not let them depart from your eyes. Keep them in the midst of your heart, for they are life to those who find them and health to all their flesh. Keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it springs the issues of life. Put away from you a deceitful mouth, and put perverse lips far from you. Let your eyes look straight ahead, and your eyelids look right before you. Ponder the path of your feet. Let all your ways be established. Do not turn to the right or the left. Remove your foot from evil. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Lend your ear to my understanding, that you may preserve discretion, and your lips may keep knowledge. So let's look at the advice that is given to us here in Proverbs chapter 4 in the first part of verse 5. In verse 20, Solomon is writing instructions to his own children. He gives a call, my son, daughter, attend to my words. Incline your ear to my sayings. Learn from my mistakes. The word attention means to be attentive, to heed, to listen. In other words, pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. The word incline means to stretch out, to extend, to bend. So pay attention. Bend your ear to hear what I have to say. So what Solomon is about to tell us, his children, must be important. So listen up. What he's saying or about to say is so important that he emphasizes it in another way in verse 21. The verb or the word depart means to turn aside. Don't lose what I'm about to tell you. Keep or put a guard or a hedge around what I'm about to tell you. In verse 22, he tells us what will happen if we take his advice. For they are life to those who find them, and health to all their flesh. The word life means living. They keep you alive. The word health carries the idea of healing or cure. So this advice on the map to successful living will keep you alive and healthy, both spiritually and physically. So let's begin by looking at verse 23. We are given a map to successful living. First, keep a clean heart. Medically speaking, the heart is a muscular organ that pumps life-giving blood to all parts of the human body through the body's circulatory system of various blood vessels, arteries, veins, and capillaries. And this provides the oxygen and the nutrients that our bodies need to survive. A heart that is healthy pumps the right amount of blood at a rate that allows the human body to function as God created it. When our hearts fail to pump the way they should, when disease attacks it, or our arteries become clogged, preventing blood from flowing in and out of the heart at its optimal rate, then we are faced with danger and the possibility of even death. The heart represents the center of man's being, both the will and the emotions. The spiritual heart pumps lifeblood, or dead blood, through the body, or as we can say, through the life of the Christian. So the heart is where our morals come from. The issues of life come out of the heart. The heart is like a well. If the well is contaminated, then the water that comes out of the well, it will also be contaminated. Notice our text, keep your heart. The word keep here means to guard. We are to set a guard or a sentry over our heart. We are to guard our will and emotions. Psalms 51:10 says, should become the constant prayer of our life. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. So first, we're to keep a clean heart. Second, keep a cautious mouth in verse 24. There are people who pride themselves in saying what they think. Psalms 5:9 says this, for there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is destruction. Their throat is an open tomb. They falter with their tongue. Psalms 140 verse 3 says, they sharpen their tongues like a serpent. The poison of asp is under their lips. So our speech is compared to two things in these verses, the vileness of a sepulchre and the venom of a serpent. So we first of all keep a clean heart. Next, we keep a cautious mouth. And then third, a controlled eye. My, how we need that today. Satan loves to attack us through the eye gate. That's how he got to Eve. Matthew 6:22 says that the lamp of the body is the eye. If therefore your eye is good, your whole body will be full of life or light. We must keep our eyes on Christ, not people. Psalms 25 and verse 15 says, my eyes are ever toward the Lord, for he shall pluck my feet out of the net. So we must keep our eyes in the Word. Proverbs 23:26 says, my son, give me your heart, and let your eyes observe my ways. How do we observe his ways? In his Word. So first, we keep a clean heart. Second, keep a cautious mouth. Third, a controlled eye. And fourth, we keep a careful foot, verses 26 and 27. The word ponder means consider carefully, to weigh mentally. He was advising a planned walk. Be careful about the direction that you are going in. Deuteronomy 5:32 says, therefore, you shall be careful to do as the Lord your God has commanded you. You shall not turn aside to the right hand or to the left. So first, keep a clean heart. Second, keep a cautious mouth. Third, a controlled eye. Fourth, keep a careful foot. And fifth, keep a consecrated ear. Chapter 5, verses 1 and 2. Learn to pay attention. Proverbs 1 and 8. My son, hear the instruction of your father, and do not forsake the law of your mother. Proverbs 8 and 33. Hear instruction and be wise, and do not disdain it. So here is God's roadmap to successful living. Keep a clean heart, keep a cautious mouth, keep a controlled eye, keep a careful foot, and keep a consecrated ear. May we follow this map to be successful in the eyes of the Lord.